General Hospital spoilers for the upcoming week, February 10th to 14th, reveal that Valentine's Day is approaching, and the romantic atmosphere is taking over Port Charles, creating new emotional interactions between couples. Relationships that were already complicated are becoming even more dramatic as long-buried feelings start to surface. With declarations of love, surprise gifts, and even bold actions, this holiday brings not only happiness but also acts as a catalyst for significant changes ahead. Amidst the romantic moments, Drew decides to make this Valentine's Day a milestone in his life, by proposing to Willow. After all the ups and downs, Drew believes now is the perfect time to formalize their relationship. He wants to build a solid future, showing Willow that he will always be by her side no matter what happens. However, not everyone is blessing the couple. Carly and Nina, with their secret alliance, have their own plans to destroy Drew and Willow's relationship. Both understand that if Drew takes the next step, controlling Willow will become more difficult than ever. Will this proposal be enough to shake the schemes that are being plotted in the shadows? Meanwhile, other couples are also experiencing special moments on Valentine's Day. Some are enjoying sweet moments, while others face unexpected challenges. As love is shared, secrets begin to come to light. Port Charles is not only witnessing the blossoming of love but also preparing for unavoidable confrontations. Will Drew truly win Willow's heart, or is this just the beginning of a chain of events that could change everything? One thing is for sure, this Valentine's Day will not only be about roses and chocolates but also about shocks no one could have predicted. Jordan is quietly planning a trap for Sidwell, a bold but equally dangerous move. This is not just a mission but a decisive battle of wits, where even a small mistake could push her into an irreparable danger. Sidwell is not an easy opponent. He's a cunning man who always has backup cards to protect himself from any situation. As Jordan prepares everything for her plan, the tension rises. She knows that luring Sidwell into the trap will not be simple, as he will be suspicious of anything that seems too easy. The key is to act flawlessly, leaving no loopholes that could make him realize he's being watched. She needs to make him believe she is in control of the game, while in reality, his every move is already calculated. However, not everyone agrees with Jordan's actions. Isaiah, who has been closely monitoring Sidwell's activities, cannot hide his growing concern. He understands the danger Sidwell represents more than anyone and fears Jordan is gambling too much with this plan. Isaiah knows Sidwell is ruthless, willing to do whatever it takes to protect himself, and if he realizes someone is playing a dangerous game with him, the consequences will be devastating. Isaiah's worry is not without reason. He fears Jordan could get caught in a dangerous spiral beyond her control, and if she's not careful, she might become the victim instead of the one setting the trap. But will Jordan listen to Isaiah's warnings, or will she continue to put herself in danger to achieve her goal? The tension in this story is building like never before. Once the trap is set, no one knows for sure what will happen next. Will Jordan succeed in taking down Sidwell, or will she fall into his trap instead? One thing is certain, Port Charles is about to witness a battle of wits where only one person can emerge victorious. Willow and Drew are growing closer, creating a strong bond that no one can deny. Their relationship is not just about companionship but also mutual understanding and support after the hardships they've faced. However, as this bond strengthens, a new threat is quietly emerging, and Nina is behind it. Nina cannot stand to watch Drew continue strengthening his influence over Willow. She realizes that if she doesn't act now, she might lose the last chance to pull Willow out of Drew's control. Thus, Nina is secretly preparing a new alliance, a sophisticated strategy to shift the balance and put Drew and Willow in an unexpected situation. Nina's moves are not just part of a small plan. She knows that to change the game, she needs people who share her interests. Carly could be one of the key players, but will Carly truly trust Nina to join this alliance? That question remains unanswered, but one thing is clear, Nina will not stop until she achieves her goal. Meanwhile, Drew and Willow are not entirely passive. They begin to sense that something is changing around them, an invisible obsession slowly taking over. Drew is not easily manipulated, and when he senses the threat from Nina, he knows it's no longer the time to wait. Willow is also starting to realize that she is at the center of an unavoidable war. As the new adjustments escalate, Drew and Willow are ready to strike back. They understand that if they don't act for themselves, they will be dragged into a dangerous spiral they cannot escape. Drew is not just protecting Willow, he also wants to ensure no one can destroy what they are building together. Port Charles is witnessing a new battle, where secrets and hidden agendas are gradually coming to light. Will Nina succeed in breaking the bond between Drew and Willow, or will she find herself caught in the dangerous game she started? One thing is certain, the tension is rising, and an inevitable confrontation is about to explode. Sonny is preparing to leave Port Charles for treatment, but his departure is not just a personal decision, it's opening up a new period of instability in the city, where underground forces are starting to rise, ready to fill the power vacuum Sonny will leave behind. Among those seizing the opportunity is Natalia, a name that stands out, who might play an important role in the reorganization of the Port Charles underground world. Natalia has always been closely connected with Sonny, but now she's changing her approach. Previously, she stood behind, observing and supporting, but now that Sonny is leaving, she realizes she can step up and take control in a dangerous world. No one can keep Port Charles stable like Sonny did, but Natalia believes she can create a new order, a balance in the way she wants. However, not everyone is accepting Natalia's rise without resistance. Sonny's absence not only creates an opportunity for her but also opens up a brutal power struggle between several factions. Carly is still observing the situation and might not let Natalia easily take over such an influential position. Carly understands this game better than anyone, and if Natalia intends to replace Sonny by gaining more control, Carly will definitely be one of the first to challenge her. Meanwhile, Nina is not an outsider. She has always been looking for a way to gain more influence in Port Charles, and if Natalia has a plan to reshape things her way, Nina might find a way to join this power game. Other underground forces, like Selena Wu, may not stand idly by and allow Natalia to easily fill the void Sonny leaves behind. However, the biggest concern might be Sonny himself. Though he must leave for treatment, he cannot stop worrying about what's happening in the city while he's gone. Sonny has spent his whole life building and maintaining his power, and he knows that as soon as he's not around, others will jump in to take what he's built. The obsession with Port Charles, with who will run it in his absence, will not let him rest. If things spiral out of control, will Sonny return earlier than planned, even if it means putting his life at risk? The biggest question now is what Natalia truly wants. Is she trying to protect what Sonny has built, or does she have a completely different plan, one that has nothing to do with what Sonny once controlled? If she succeeds, it could change the face of Port Charles completely. But if she fails, the consequences could be dire, not only from her enemies but also from Sonny himself when he returns. With Sonny gone, Port Charles is no longer the stable city it once was. Enemies are waiting for their chance, former allies may become rivals, and a power struggle is slowly taking shape. Will Natalia be able to control the situation the way she wants, or will she realize that the world Sonny ruled is not as simple as she thought? One thing is certain, the real battle is just beginning, and the weak will have no place in this fight. Jason is about to return to Port Charles after a long time in Germany, but instead of finding peace, he is immediately swept into a new storm of trouble. His return is not only a huge shock to those familiar with him but also brings about dangerous upheaval, especially as some forces are quietly maneuvering to serve their own purposes. Everything in Port Charles has changed so much since Jason left, and he quickly realizes that some things cannot return to the way they were. Underground forces are moving with great calculation, and he is caught in the middle of a new power struggle he wasn't prepared for. One of the biggest issues is the serious insinuations about the conspiracy surrounding Sasha, making her a target that Jason cannot ignore. Sasha, who has already faced so much loss and pain, now finds herself in even greater danger. It seems that the forces behind her not only want to control her life but may also be attempting to manipulate what she owns. As rumors about the true identity of the father of her child start to spread, it not only puts Sasha in the spotlight but also threatens to destroy her life once again. Jason, with his strong protective instincts, cannot sit idly by while Sasha is pushed into a dangerous situation. He knows that to protect her, he must find out who is truly behind these troubles and what they want from her. However, this means facing new enemies, people who will stop at nothing to keep the truth from coming to light. Not only Sasha, but those close to her, like Cody, Michael, and Carly, will also be pulled into this vortex. If Jason doesn't act fast enough, everything could spiral out of control, and Sasha might become the pawn sacrificed in a dangerous power game more vicious than anything she has ever faced. Will Jason manage to adjust the situation before it's too late? Who is really behind the threats targeting Sasha? And most importantly, is Jason willing to do whatever it takes to protect her, even if it means facing the most dangerous forces in Port Charles? One thing is certain, Port Charles is no longer the city Jason once knew, and he will soon realize that to survive here, he must fight in his own way. His story is far from over, and this time, it could change everything.